Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to the channel. So here is Chloe and Susan. Susan is on your right, Chloe is on your left. And today we are going to do a repair on Chloe's butterfly locks. So Chloe and Susan did their hair about 3 months back. So in this video, you'll see us repairing Chloe's locks. And it's been 3 months since Chloe installed her locks, as you saw in the first clip of the video. So what you'll notice is that Chloe's edges are not doing so well. So she wanted to choose a style that can take a little bit of time so she can rest her edges and make sure that her edges come back. And this has been caused due to some of the choices of braiding she did over time that has really affected her edges. But also, as we see, we can see a lot of build-up on the locks, and mostly that's also, if proper care is not taken, or if you use a lot of heavy butters, you might get into this issue. But well, she's here so we can solve this problem, and hence we are going to be using the clarifying shampoo to shampoo her hair so that we can deeply cleanse and detoxify her hair. And that's what the clarifying shampoo really does. As we get Chloe's hair clarified, I want to talk to you about the best way to keep your locks in good shape and your scalp clean, clear, looking good, your hair flourishing as you're wearing your long-term protective styles. As you saw with Chloe's locks, you can clearly see that she has a lot of build-up. And how do you avoid that build-up on your hair, your braids, or even your scalp? The best way is to avoid using butters. Avoid using those heavy oils on your hair, and which are mostly in form of butters. Try to use a very light oil. Light oils easily seep into the scalp, and they also do not stick around or get kind of attached to the hair that they will cause that whole situation of build up over time. So try to use light oils. The other thing most of our customers do that we've seen that really works well is spraying the hair booster on your scalp and your hair, especially at the base, at the scalp area. When you spray the hair booster, you will not have this problem. Most of our customers, when they come in to undo their braids, it is looking clean, it's looking good, and what it also does, it also keeps the scalp really well hydrated. You won't have dandruff issues. You really have a good time with your hair without build-up. So those are the few tips you can definitely take on when it comes to wearing long-term styles. And also try to cleanse your scalp at least every once a month when you're wearing a long-term style. The purpose of this video is really to show you how we freshen up this style, how we retighten the locks, and how we give Chloe a new hairstyle for the next possibly a month or two, depending on how long she'll like to wear her locks, or how long more she'll like to wear her locks. But as we are at it, as you're watching our stylist do what she does best, let's talk about proper edge care. How do we properly take care of our edges? So as a certified hair loss practitioner and trichologist at the same time, I have seen quite a number of ladies really dealing with receding hairlines due to tractional alopecia, but also some other issues that are not necessarily tractional alopecia. But I really want to talk to you, especially those who are losing their hair to tractional alopecia. Once you're in a stylist chair, it is your responsibility to speak to the stylist if they are pulling so hard on your edges, because let me tell you something, by the time you take that style out, you'll have no edges. And if that is done all the time you are braiding your hair, that all the time your hair is being braided, you have people pulling onto your edges or your scalp. It doesn't even matter if it's somewhere, you know, on your scalp, not necessarily the edges, but over time your follicles will actually get damaged in a way that, you know, it becomes a bit of a trauma on your scalp and your follicles, and over time those follicles are going to get destroyed and that hair will not be able to grow back. So ladies, take care of your edges, and it starts with you speaking up when you're in the stylist chair. Some stylists just have no clue that it is not a good habit or a good styling habit to pull on your client's edges as much as they do it. So just be very, very alert when it comes to edges. And also sometimes people do back-to-back braiding of these very small braids. Sometimes they're twists. Actually, they're really twists, like the Senegalese twists, those kinds of twists, like those very tiny twists. If you do that back to back, trust me, your hair is going to get weaker and weaker, and before you realize it, you'll have no edges left. And sometimes it will take a while before you can have your edges back. So I'm just really asking you to take caution, because I'm seeing quite a number of our clients who come in for consultations with traction alopecia, and some of them at a certain point, really you can see that there's been so much damage to their follicles, and it's just, you know, by luck that they can actually really have their their hairlines grow back as full as they used to be before, you know. So it's very, very important. I thought I should mention that. And also, I understand when we all love to have styles that are looking so perfectly neat. Really be careful about those styles, especially people who do pencil. Like if you're somebody who does you know, a lot of pencil, I've seen so many clients with traction alopecia do a lot of pencil styles. Please be very careful with those styles. As long as the style is going to hold very little pieces of hair at your front, trust me, I'm saying this word, trust me again, because I've seen it over and over, your hair is going to break badly. And if you do it back to back, that's even bad news. So please just be very, very careful of the styles you're choosing for your hair, especially if you already have weak strands or weak edges. Just be very, very careful. Yeah, so I think that's really what I would definitely talk to you about when it comes to preserving your edges. And if you see that your edges have, you know, been affected by a style, please take some time off from braiding. Just give braiding a break and just utilize some heat-free styles, and also reduce on the manipulation of your hair. Yes, there are very many ways you can actually wear your hair without braiding it and giving it the break that it needs, so you can really get your hair back in good shape. All right, so I hope that really helps. Well, looks like we are done here, and we are going to proceed with a little bit of styling. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned what we could, you know, share today. Thank you so much for keeping it here. If you're new, thank you for being here. If you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. We'd like to have you here. Otherwise, have yourselves a fantastic week. Take care. Bye-bye.